So, hello students, today we are going to start about stem. Last time we studied about the root, modification of the roots. Today about the stem. Stem. What it means by the stem? It is ascending part of axis which bears leaves, flowers, fruits, etc. You know about the embryo. Embryo consists of two parts. Number one is lobule and other is radicle. So embryo consists of one is radicle and other is lobule. This lobule embryo develops into stem. Lobule of the embryo develops into stem. Or we can say that stem is a part of the plant which develops from the lobule of embryo. It is consists of nodes and internodes. This is main difference in between the roots and the stem. So stem consists of nodes and internodes. Stem consists of nodes and internodes. This is we have seen the plant of the sugarcane. Sugarcane nodes are very distinct. So this is called node. And two portions must be nodes. This is node, and this portion is called internode. So it is called as nodes, and the space in between the node is known as internode. So stem consists of nodes and internodes, or stem having nodes and internodes. This is major difference between the roots and the stems. Distally, if material is given, and you have to identify whether the material is stem or root. If given material having nodes and internodes, the material will be stem. So here it is divided into nodes and internodes. The nodes here branches and buds. They bear leaves. Leaves arise from the. So nodes and internodes, you know very well. So leaves arise from the nodes and may contain axillary buds. Axillary buds. So leaves means stem may contains axillary buds. You know that about the bud. Plant consists of two types of the buds. Our stem consists of two types of buds. So, stem having two types of buds. Number one is terminal bud. Terminal and axillary. Terminal and axillary. Two type buds are there: terminal buds and axillary buds. So you know about what is terminal buds and what is the axillary buds. This is stem. Stem. Little. Suppose this one the stem consists of nodes and internodes, and at the tip of the stem, at the tip of the stem, there is bud. But one bud or more buds may be there. So bud, and this is stem and the nodes of the stem are the nodes, leaves arise. And bud may be here. This bud, this is first bud. You know that it is found on the apex. This is bud is called apical bud. Apical bud, and this is called axillary buds. Axillary bud. So two types of the buds are there. This is terminal bud and this is apical bud, and this is the axillary bud. So apical buds is responsible to produce either some branches or other parts, and this is axillary buds. Axillary buds, maybe why name is given to the axillary buds, since it is found in the axil in between the leaf and the stem. In the axilla, this portion is called axil. So name is got given as the axillary buds. According to the position. And this bud is found on the apex, or the terminal part of the pond. It is also called terminal bud. So this is since it is found on the apex or the so name given the apical bud or terminal bud. And this is found in the axil of the leaf. So it is called as the axillary bud. It may be modified into stem or may be modified into tendrils or may be modified into spines, etc. Jelly buds may be modified under this modification of it. So this is about the stem that is consists of apical buds. It is divided into nodes and the internodes. Nodes where leaves and axillary buds. So one important feature is there. Stem is geonegative. Stem is geonegative. It is geonegative or photopositive. Geonegative means it moves away from the ground. It moves away from the ground. And this is called as the geonegative. And photopositive, it moves toward the light. So it is geonegative or photopositive. Now, function of this. Now, what is the function of the stem? Function of it bears stem bears branches, leaves, buds, flowers, and fruits. The function is bears branches, leaves, buds, flowers, and fruits. So these parts are paired by the stem. It conducts water, minerals, and means it helps in the conduction of water minerals from the root to different part of the leaves and the food prepared by the leaf to different part of leaves. This is main function of other function maybe storage. The function is storage stores different level of material. So these are main functions of the system. Now we have to study about the modification of the system. Before studying the modification of the system, you have to know the things which are used in the home. You are familiar with ginger? Ginger.
Yes, sir.
So ginger, you know, ginger use potato reduced and colocasia used onion, used garlic is used. Actually, these are examples of the stems. These are the examples of stems. These are modified for the storage of the materials. So now we have to study about modification of the system. Now, modification. Modification of system. Modification of system. Systems main functions, but I told you. System performs many other functions. For performing other functions, they are modified. So we have to study about the modification of the systems. Basically, systems are aerial in nature, but they are also found in the soil. So there we can study it in three heads. Number one is underground. Number one is underground modification, aerial modification, and sub-aerial modification. So we have to study it in three categories. Number one is underground modification. Second one is sub-aerial modification, and third one is aerial modification. So first, we have to study about underground modification. We have to study it. Three categories. One is underground modification. Underground modification. Second one is Subaerial modification. Subaerial and third one is aerial modification. Stem modification we can study in three main methods. Number one is underground modification. In underground modification, stem is found below the soil. Stem is found below the soil. And in several modification, soil stem is not found below the soil, but it is very close to the soil. It is very close to the surface of the soil. Its some portions may be below the soil. Its some portion may be below the soil. It is called subaerial modification. And in aerial modification, the stem remain inside the outside the soil. Here, stem remain outside the soil and modified for farming specific function. So we have to discuss first underground modification. So number one is in underground modification. You know what is the rhizome? In underground modification, first one is rhizome. You are familiar with ginger, turmeric, banana. In these cases, stems moves parallel to the ground. They move parallel to the ground. They grow parallel to the ground. They have nodes, internodes. They have scaly leaves, and they have axial leaf buds. That is, scales protect the axial leaf buds. You observe the ginger. So, if this is suppose this is ground. This is ground, and it stem moves below the ground in this direction. It moves, its growth takes place in this direction. Growth in this direction. It will consist of nodes and internodes having scaly buds, may have scaly buds, and buds having scaly leaves having the axial leaf buds. So this is about the rhizome. So your rhizome, this moves parallel to the ground or horizontal. If parallel to the ground, this ground level is there. It would not go deep into the soil, but through this direction. So it is parallel to the soil, and it is consists of nodes, internodes, internodes, axially, buds, roots, they will. They store the food material. They store the material. So this is rhizome. Examples are rhizome. Very well. Rhizome. Example. Ginger. Right here. Ginger is there. And banana. Example of banana is the and it is and banana is the and it is. Next one after rhizome. Next one is corm. Next corm. Colocasia. That is called colocasia. You see the car that is moves parallel to the ground. Moves parallel to the ground. It is such a structure. You have to see the car. It has also some structures. Also, it moves vertically. It is stored the food material. It is stored the food material and become thick, and it having the nodes and internodes, scales, leaves also present there, and it moves. But this is major difference in the rhizome and bark. Rhizomes grow parallel to the ground, while bark moves vertical to the ground. Example is the form is colocasia. You know colocasia? Arvi, Guya. This is the example of corm. Name is colocasia. The word name colocasia generally asked as the Guya in our language. So this is rhizome, corm. Next one is the tuber. In case of the tuber, you are familiar with tuber. Right example, potato. Example of tuber is potato. Know about the potato, and here is underground system. Its tips swollen to store the material. This is tuber. It in this case, this food material is stored at the tip of the stem inside the ground. This is called stolon, and at the tip of the stolon, the food material is stored and it becomes soil substance. So this is called as the tuber. Generally, we use the term potato tuber. That is potato tuber. You see that in this case, nodes and internodes are not very distinct. What eyes are there? eyes. These are these represents the nodes. And the eye, you know that having the buds, eyes have buds and protected by the scaly leaves. So potato tuber is divided into stems and in the nodes and internodes. Nodes are represented by the eyes, and from the eye nodes, from the nodes, uh, from the nodes, buds arise. So this is for the tuber. And next modification is bulb. Next one is bulb. As onion, garlic, onion and garlic. These are the examples in case of the bulb. So in case of the bulb, stem is described. You know that. Suppose this is stem. This is stem. And in this system, one leaf is there, one leaf is there, one leaf, one leaf is there, one leaf is there, one stem is there. This is stem. And this squared stem means stem is just like the disc. And it is formed due to the condensation of internodes. Internode condense to form a disc-like structure, and such stem is called as the squared stem. Here, this one, the stem is there, and internode reduced. Internode reduced here. 1, 2, 3, 5 internodes are there. So here. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here 5. 5 stems are there. So this is reduced and more reduced. It is more reduced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reduced and more reduced. And after reduction, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what is reduction of stem? More reduced, and this reduces more and more, and as a result, our stem becomes a disc-like, and disc-like means that it is reduced in such a way. It is reduced in a such way, and So here roots are present. So this is the VS of union. This in this case of the bulb, stem, condensed, and become the disc-like. Such stem is known as the squared stem. So you know that this system, what white color structure is stem, and from stem roots arise. You know what is the edible part of onion? What eat in the onion? What you eat in the onion? Anybody know? Edible part of the onion? No. Fleshy scaly leaves. What you eat in the onion, that is fleshy scaly leaf. This is the stem. This is the stem. Stem is removed. But these are the leaf, scaly leaves are there, and this is stored in food material, and they become the fleshy. So edible part of onion is fleshy scaly leaf. So such modification of the stem is called the bulb. Generally, we term as the onion bulb, as we use term as the potato tuber. The same way we use the term as the onion bulb. So this is about the underground modification. This is about the underground modification. I told you first rhizome, as ginger, banana, and next one the core, that is as Colocasia, tuber as a potato tuber, and next is bulb as the onion bulb. This is underground stem modification, in which they store the material. They also work for the propagation of the plant. So next modification we have to study, that is the subaerial modification. Next one is subaerial modification. So up to here, next time we discuss about subaerial modification and aerial modification, since time is less. So any query you may ask me. Anybody, you can unmute and ask the question if you have any query.
No,
Anybody?
sir.
No.
No doubt.
No doubt you study well. So thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.